Peace and greetings. We have a lot to go over today. Moors changing nationality. To escape the extortionist demands of the Moorish authorities, many Moors are only too glad to abandon their own nationality and become the protected subjects of some foreign government that has consular representatives in the country. Is that not what's going on in these days and times? People going and buying licenses just so they can go up and down the street so that they can feel protected. But by who? By foreign governments. Then you have the few that refuse to do so, and then the majority that has already been colonized and loving it turn around and call their own brothers anti this, sovereign citizen that. In the meantime, doing exactly what Noble Drew Ali said you was going to do, which is trade your nationality or your birthright for some crumbs. What does the majority do? They run around flashing paper with slave owners on it, telling you to pay them some fiat, and they'll show you how to get your credit right so that you can have credit and be able to take loans out with foreign governments over your own resources. When the Constitution states you have full faith in credit. So who are these foreigners to tell you that your credit score is lower than someone else when all are equal in the eyes of law? You have full faith and credit if you would enforce the Constitution, but you don't even read or study or enforce the Constitution. You sit around here loving the colonizers, and the only time you're willing to raise your hand is at your own brother. And when the few sitting there trying to tell you the truth, you're sitting here telling them that they're a liar or that they're incorrect. When you're the one that's been subjected, you're the one that's been colonized, and you don't even realize it no more because you're so used to it. Also, this puts a scimitar through anyone that's trying to push any kind of consulates. Again, this puts a scimitar through anyone trying to push a consulate. All that is requisite is to persuade some foreign subject domiciled in Morocco to nominate him as partner or agent in some trading or agriculture enterprise, obtain a certificate from the foreign's consular, and pay the annual fee. The Moor is then amendable only to the consulate authorities that extend him such protection and is no longer liable to the domination of the Sultan or any one of his Qaids or Bashas. To secure the immunity, he will readily pay a very heavy premium to the foreigner, either in cash down or on the basis of a percentage of his profits. The latter sometimes amount to as much as 1/2 of his income. You hear that? Same thing they're doing today with what they call interest. The latter sometimes amount to as much as half of his income. The foreigner investing no capital and running no risk, financial or otherwise. Same thing the banks are doing today. It is notorious that many foreigners domiciled in Morocco have no other source of income than that derived from the practice of protection. And that's what they do in these days. I told you what happened on that side of Morocco then is happening now. It was almost like a practice test. Here we go. Great Britain alone puts check upon this abuse. Who the hell is Great Britain to try to say anything in the Moroccan Empire? The Commonwealth, the former loose confederation of the British Empire, the state of, the Commonwealth of. The Commonwealth of chose to keep the old name of the colonies. Great Britain alone puts check upon this abuse by restricting its subjects to one partner. No, if they was putting a check on it and they really gave a damn about the Moors, they wouldn't let it went down at all. But instead they say what? You can do it a little bit because we want to do it. Because you starving them out so much, we're not getting our Mazunas. And 2 agents of Moorish origin. But by France, the system has been extensively fostered. That's why I'm saying, fuck the French, fuck anyone that wears high heels, fuck anyone who talks about any kind of French bullshit. Any of you Moors talking about the Grand Orient of France, fuck the Grand Orient of France. All they did was take all the knowledge that they got while the Moors was getting colonized, take it and fuck it up and put it into the masonry bullshit. The result is that the populations of whole districts are now under French jurisdiction. Well, thanks a lot, you weak sellout son of a bitches. And just like over here today, you have the U.S. president who named his son Beau, which is French. Then you have the little curly-haired Moor who calls herself Corinne Jean Pierre. Then you have Kamala Harris, who did the meeting, and I have her recorded talking about D-plan. But like I always say, the only way this stuff is going to switch up is by a divine intervention, and that's by Allah, because Allah guides the movement. Everything that's going on, I guess, was supposed to go on. However, All you weak-ass bitches out there that we watched you switch, keep that same little weak-ass lower self-energy.
Noble Drew Ali took the Quran, which was created by the Ku Klux Klan, and he turned it into the Quran with the K, which is still Turkish. And so when you see Moors wear the fez is Turkish, okay? And so the term Moor is not ethnic. It does not denote a population of people. It's a derogatory term, okay, that's being used and was created by Germans, okay, and Slavic Europeans, aka Arabs, to negatively denote as a negative denoting term towards black people. So when you hear somebody say more, you might as well hear the N-word, okay?
He just called you black people, but black in Latin is Negro, you stupid ass bitch. Is not the high priest of Anu Moor? So I guess they was calling him a nigger then, huh? I guess back then, all the way back then, they was calling the high priest of Anu a nigger then, right? No, you stupid ass bitch. That's why I wish I would see one of you people out on the street, because I'm going to put my fist through you. Not on you, I'm going to put my fist through you. Just like necro means death, you stupid bitch. Now let's get into the Ku Klux Klan, since I'm from the bloodline of Albert Pike, and he's about to mention Albert Pike, but he done ran his dumbass red flannel about Noble Drew Ali and Ku Klux Klan. So let's see what Noble Drew Ali has to say about the Ku Klux Klan. Brother T. Booker Bay said that the Holy Prophet told the Moors, in 2 weeks I'm going down south. When I get down there, the Ku Klux Klan is going to stop me. At first it is going to look like they are against me. Then they are going to lead me where I am going. The Holy Prophet made the trip and things happened the way that he said that they would happen. Noble Drew Ali said when he went and seen the conditions in the South, it was the fault of his own people, not honoring their foremothers and forefathers and making it difficult for those who wish to live the life. Just like when I always speak about, like I did the Jim Crow demonstration, where you got the colored and the white water fountains, and they're sitting there talking about our water faucet is dirty. Well, why didn't your uncle or why didn't one of the males come in there and be a custodian in the school and clean your water faucet? What, you think the European is going to go clean 20 water faucets instead of 10 now? You expect the European to clean your water faucet too? No, you got to get in the school with the European, so you should have had your custodian come in and clean the school too. Now you want the European to clean twice as much and clean your fountain. Come clean your own motherfucking fountain. Always wanting somebody to come clean up after you. If they let you in the school with them, but then you're going to make the same janitor clean twice as much now? And no Asiatic came into the school and cleaned the water faucet? I bet you a European even put that faucet up. And the Asiatic sit there and was like, that water faucet ain't the same as theirs. Well, we had to put up another fucking water faucet.
And so the Moorish Science Temple was not only Freemasonic. You can see it in the Moorish Science Temple newspapers and on a little sovereignty cards. You see the Masonic handshakes. You see the third eye, all of that stuff. They co-opted the Quran.
Hold up. Does he not have the all-seeing eye on his yellow banner? Did he not have Allah on his banner? Again, he had the all-seeing eye on his banner, talking the freestyle shit off of his head. Did he not have the all-seeing eye on his shit too?
The Ku Klux Klan's Quran, as well as the crescent moon and the star. And the reason I'm bringing them up is because they allegedly practice Islam. And so when you see, and you know the Ku Klux Klan's involvement with Albert Pike and becoming Freemasonic, now you can understand the Nation of Islam's involvement with the Ku Klux Klan, because Freemasons get their doctrine from Luciferianism.
Did not Noble Drew Ali said he come to take the veil off of all secret societies? Did he not tell you not to mark your fez?
And so if you know anything about the Knights of Templar, you know that the Knights of Templar are important because they are the ones who allegedly created the Luciferian doctrine during the Holy Crusades. And so if you don't know what the Luciferian doctrine is, long story short, the Luciferian doctrine is basically the belief that Lucifer freed humanity from God by influencing Adam and Eve to use their free will, to which God was trying to keep them from.
Wrong, you stupid bitch. Now let's get into the Luciferian. You can go on the Cornish Temple, which is my second page, and I did the demonstration already. Ain't no Lucifer.
He was the Grand Commander, Sovereign Pontiff pontiff of Universal Freemasonry years ago. All right, the Grand Commander, Sovereign Pontiff, like the Pope.
In Hebrew, Haliel or Halel. In Greek, Heosphorus, bringing of dawn, which means the first light of the day. The name of the morning star, but it is in regards to Venus, because the sun reflects off of Venus and puts the light into the cosmos. And it's in reference to the 5-pointed green star on the red flag. It's love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice to be taught to all nations and all lands. The light bearer, bringing truth and aught. In the spirit realm, that name applies to the greatest creature who ever graced the entire universe. In the ever-growing universe wherein the cosmos is nestled. The Christian's Bible, in regards to the Hebrew, the name Lucifer itself is not even a Hebrew name. It is a Latin name that means, again, light bearer. The use of the name Lucifer in the context of referring to Satan as a fallen angel is a later interpretation that developed in the Christian tradition. And that's tradition. It's not a part of the original Hebrew text at all. And then I go into reading the fall of man, speaking about the vibration slow down and all of that. However, I have the proof where it speaks of the Moorish manuscripts before the Torah. So the Moorish manuscripts are as old as the Torah and predates. It speaks of the Lisbon earthquake. It says the Holy Ghost Library. The Holy Ghost Library was burnt, and the Moorish manuscripts and the Torah was destroyed. So the Torah, in regards to the Jews, they probably took the Moorish manuscripts and fucked them all up, just like the Christians do with everything they do. But I want to close with this. Ain't it funny how they speak of now Albert Pike, and they're speaking of Noble Drew Ali. Noble Drew Ali was speaking about the Ku Klux Klan and all of that. Now you have someone speaking before you that's the bloodline of Albert Pike, giving you all the newspapers, as Noble Drew Ali said that the European was going to do, of telling you the truth. Allah is the best of planners, and I stand before you Moors, again, the bloodline of Albert Pike, who assisted John Drew in the Pea Ridge. But then they also speak of John W. Noble. They're trying to switch John W. Noble with John Drew, and then you got Noble Drew. They're trying to play games. So we already getting into 10 minutes. I'm just doing this to let y'all know the 17th is Yunus Day, Islam to the Moors. Yunus Day, Islam to the Moors. So we'll come back on live the 17th, Yunus Day. Then Grand Sheikh Cujo Adwell El has his demonstration in Moore Avenger, North Carolina on the 16th. Allah is the best of planners. He has the ones that are supposed to be moving, the ones that's supposed to be demonstrating, and the rest of y'all fall on your swords.
Love is only shared by truth. Open up the circle 7, show you proof. Power in the winds, power from within. Elohim within, 7 through the roof. Seeing in sight, being men's light, shining off of Venus, sun shining bright. 5 on the left, 2 on the right. High self-love, lower self-fight. Standing on my square, shoelaces tight. Prophet in the chair, about to take flight. Looking at us glare, looking at us stare, looking at you like you may die tonight. Canaanite, Moabite, Hittite, Muslim son came to let you know 50,000 years ago. Man is not flesh, man is not soul, but he's spirit, truth told. Tell pro, burning hell slow, Ollie cross legs, now you never pole. Nationality go, flowing up the mountain slow, never sold, but some crumbs though. Let the horns blow, crows flying circles cause they dead, yo. Never gonna stop till my cords cut, till the swords rust, till the world's just. Never have to beg, prophet said, red flag, feel the wind gust. Skipping flat rocks over top, cares of the world, not a drip drop. Why your socks soft? Can you bear the truth? Try to tell me stop, but I'm not, cause it's all I got, all I got.